Dear Diary, it's Blind Old Guy again, and I continue my eternal suffering in the Moons of Peril cave. Not because of the monsters, not because of the drop rates, not because of the cave's questionable smell. No, I suffer because of him, the human, the controller, the sky goblin, the walking catastrophe who sits above me, clicking like a toddler, trying to operate a microwave. And yes, Diary, I know the audience already knows this. You all know he's up there. You all know he's incompetent. You all know he's the reason I haven't seen my family in weeks. So let's not pretend this is some shocking revelation. Let's simply document the ongoing tragedy. In hour one, the human pretends he's a professional. We entered the cave with confidence. Not my confidence, his. He sat up straight, he cracked his knuckles, he whispered, "All right, let's grind," and I braced myself. He clicked the monster, he clicked prayer, he clicked food. For a moment, I thought, wow, he's actually doing it. Then he opened the settings menu mid-fight. Settings, mid-fight. I nearly died because he wanted to adjust his mouse sensitivity, and he said, "Oops, Diary, I don't think he understands the concept of these consequences." In hour two, he starts multitasking badly. He started watching a video on his phone, not a guide, not a tutorial to help him, not anything like that. A compilation of people falling. Meanwhile, I'm down here fighting a creature named Perilous Moons, dodging attacks like my life depends on it, because it does. And he looked up from his phone just long enough to say, "Bro, why are you taking so much damage? Why am I taking damage? Why am I taking damage? Maybe because you're watching Chad break his ankle on a rail instead of healing me." By hour four, this guy started talking crap. He said, "Man, you're hitting zeros again." I'm hitting zeros? I'm hitting zeros? I'm a digital man with digital stats. I hit what the game allows me to hit. If he wanted me better numbers, maybe he should have trained me instead of spending 3 hours rearranging his bank tabs alphabetically. Then he said, "Dude, you're so unlucky." I'm unlucky? I'm the unlucky one? He's the one who brought me here with no food, no stamina potions, and a prayer book that looks like it was filled out by a drunk monk. We don't even have the good prayers. And then, of course, you'll never believe what happens on hour six. He got hungry. Yeah, he got a little hungry. Yeah, so he left. He left me in combat with the monsters actively attacking me. I watched him walk away from the screen while I was getting slapped around like a piñata at a children's birthday party. And he returned with a plate of nachos and said, "Oh, something happened? Oh, no, oh." Was I say, "Yes, something happened. I fought up 3 monsters alone while you were in the microwave and cheese." Yeah, he took a bite and said, "Dang, these are good." I hope he chokes on one. I really, really do. And then here we go. And then around hour eight's when he started getting inspirational. He leaned forward. He started saying, "Come on, man. Come on, man. We got this. We? Diary, I have never felt more alone." He said, "Just a few more kills, a few more kills, a few more kills. I've killed so many of these that I'm legally their landlord." He said, "Don't give up. Don't give up." I haven't given up once. He's the one who took a 45-minute break to go watch a video titled "Top 10 OSRS Fails." And get this, Diary, get this, around hour 10, he snapped. He started yelling at the screen. "Drop the item. Hello? Jagex, fix the game." Meanwhile, I'm down here thinking, "Oh, now you're frustrated? Now you're upset? Welcome to my world." He slammed his desk. He threw his hands up. He said, "I swear this cave hates me." Hates you? Hates you. You're sitting in a chair, eating nachos. I'm the one down here getting my ass beat by these monsters. And you won't believe this part, Diary. Around the 12th hour, he started acting like he was the one doing the work. He said, "Man, I'm grinding so hard." You're grinding? Brother, you've been sitting there clicking occasionally while I'm down here sweating my balls off, bleeding, and praying for survival. He said, "I'm carrying." Carrying? Carrying what? I almost walked into a monster unarmed just to spite him. And then this is where it got real scary. He was getting real confident, and then he started prayer flicking again, and he missed, and he opened the emotes tab, and he did a little spin. He started panicking. He clicked the wrong prayer. He flicked again. We were at 3 HP. I nearly died. I literally nearly died because he was sitting there trying to practice some sort of walk-in move. He said, "Oh, bro, that was close. I saw my life flash before my eyes. I saw my wife. I saw my children. I saw myself dying because he wanted to show off." And then at hour 16, he started talking directly to me. Not in a supportive way, not in a helping way, in a passive-aggressive way. He said, "Why are you so slow? Why am I slow? He knows I had that thing happen with my foot that one time, man. Maybe because you gave me boots with negative stats and a weapon. It looks like it was forged by a blind blacksmith." He said, "Come on, man, focus. Focus. Me, focus. I've been focused for 16 hours. You've been focused for maybe 12 minutes total." And then he starts losing hope. He sighs, he groans, and he says, "I don't think we're going to get it." We're not going to get it? We? I've been fighting nonstop. You've been eating snacks and watching videos. And he said, "Maybe we should leave." Leave? No, I don't even want to leave now. The cave is my home. These monsters are my neighbors. Gerald the stalagmite is my emotional support rock. And now, diary, at hour 20, I am exhausted. I am bruised, and I am spiritually broken. My human is still complaining, still blaming me, still pretending he's part of this struggle. He said, "All right, last kill." He says that every 10 kills. He said, "If we don't get it here, I'm logging." Logging? Logging? I can't log. I don't get to log. I don't get breaks. I don't get nachos. I get monsters and I get pain. I get drop rates that feel like they were designed by a sadist. But I've accepted my fate. I will continue fighting and I will continue grinding. I will continue carrying this entire operation on my pixelated back because I am a hardcore Ironman. And my human is Blind Old Guy.